Hello, Facebook. I see Facebook coming online. Waiting for Rob's notification to come through so that I can see me on Facebook and follow you up there. Um, doesn't look like YouTube wants to come online with us. That kind of sucks. Maybe that's it. We are. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Last week it didn't work, but this week it's going to. There we are. And I guess I need to set up my screen share so that we can get the rolling. Well, sort of. We're just kind of getting some things set up here real quick. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. Bad Clyde.
And then I got hot. And then
Yep.
I got and then I got hot.
There we go. That works. Okay, that works. Share. We'll get back to this. Number 4, and there we go. So I'm not going to do anything kind of too super crazy tonight, but I want to, first of all, welcome everybody. Rob, thank you for getting us on Facebook, YouTube. Huge thank you to you guys for joining us. It looks like we have a handful of people that are jumping in. We have been busy. We've been extremely busy, and I'm still kind of waiting for one thing to kind of pop in here tonight for the webinar. It's a little behind compared to what we expected it to be. But in any event, what I want to do is I want to kind of walk you through doing some things with the faces and characters and so forth that you have in your display. Now, on our pro layout, we have a couple characters that we put in. We have 2 singing trees, and when we began doing some lyric tracks, we don't do them all. We'll do the ones that are not available through our PPD affiliate, and our affiliate is Robert Hamey from holidaysequences.com. He was actually our first affiliate, and for all these years we've let him kind of take the reins on the lyric tracks. If they're available, he has them. If they're not available, you guys are welcome to share them in the groups. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. And to do that, let's see, get my little checklist up here on the screen so I don't miss anything. So first, what I want to do is the first thing I want to talk about tonight is I want to talk about importing your lyric tracks from a PPD sequence. And the reason I want to start with that is some sequences that we will make available will have some lyric tracks for them. A common question that we're getting is, why can't I map a character in with the lyric tracks? And the reason is because the lyric tracks are loaded into the sequence there, but they're not loaded with the faces. So when you get the pro layout doesn't have faces on it. When you get the original layout doesn't have faces. Only the moving head sequence that you see in front of you is the one that has it, and we don't put the full sequence in here and pass that on. So the reason I chose to do that was it was just simplistic. It was simpler to have it in the pro and the original layout packaged up and have it in. Sometimes it might get into the moving heads. I'm not going to promise anything, but we typically put it in the pro and the original, but there's no characters in there, just the lyric tracks. So what I want to do is I want to start out with one of the sequences that does have the lyric tracks in it. So give me just a second to pop one of those up here. Oops. opened up on the other screen. So so to begin with tonight, what I want to do, like I said, is I'm going to start with importing from a PPD sequence. So if you have a PPD sequence and you are mapping it into your house and you have the lyric tracks in the sequence, you know they're in there because you saw it on the preview video. You see these little singing characters going at it here. What I want to do is I want to show you how to bring that in. So the first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to do a new sequence, and the song we're going to do is I Want Candy, which is under music, and B for Bow Wow. That's the name of the group. And there is 20 frames per second. And it's going to open up that big screen in front of you. Oh, look, we got a crash right off the bat. Looks like we'll have to open up xLights again. Oh, cut, take two. That's the first time .16 has crashed on me. All right. Let's go in. New musical sequence. Go back to the music. Open up the song, 20 frames per second, and done. Now, before we go any further than what we just did there, there we go. We'll get the house preview out of the way. Let's put it. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So the first thing that you want to do whenever you're doing anything with lyric tracks, you want to consider that I just showed you to do 20 frames per second. If you want to get the very best out of the lyric tracks, and you're going to do some editing on your own, by all means, you can do that. You can kind of tighten them up if you want. We're not going to get into the customizing lyric tracks today, but I wanted to show you how to bring them in. But if you want to start with 40 frames per second, that's probably something that makes more people happier than anything, is starting your lyric track sequences with the singing faces at 40 frames. So, but keep in mind, there is a penalty you're going to pay for rendering those sequences, because 40 frames is double the frame rate than 20 frames. So you will pay the fine, as so to speak. So first thing, whenever you create a sequence, obviously, is to save it. So we can save this as whatever it is. And next, what we'll do is we'll go to import, and I'm going to have to do some navigating to find it. PPD package sequences. Here we go. I Want Candy. We can do the Pro, we can do the original, doesn't matter. So here you're extracting from your package sequence, and what just popped up over here. And if you were mapping from, now obviously I can hit auto map, but if you were mapping from our layout, the first thing you're going to see is that all the timing marks are definitely checked here. You see how it says vocals and chorus. Some of these are going to just be named different things, but for the most part, this is one way that whenever you're mapping the sequence in, you're not going to see the character sitting over here with the character, the singing character on the right hand side. You're only going to see the lyric tracks that are coming in. So I'm just going to bring the vocals in. And so once you've done your mapping, I'm going to go up to the master view real quick. You'll see here that you can see the little parrot here. If you double click on the parrot, you may see some stuff here. You may not see some stuff here. But if you double click on the parrot, it'll open it up, and you can see inside here, even if there's nothing up here, because you can actually deselect the timing track, and you can not have those there. You can not have those there. those aren't important as far as the sequence is concerned. The only thing the lyric tracks absolutely 100% need are the phonemes, which are on this lower level. And if this is closed, you might think, oh, there's nothing here, but there actually is. And to see that, you would just double click to open it. I won't go into all of the fancy footwork that we can do with lyric tracks. I just want to show you the basics of getting kind of started. So number one, let's see, I don't have it right here. Let me go to the new master and we will open up display elements because I want to bring over the vocals. There's one and there is two. So right here, what we have is we have a lot of kind of dead space, and then we have sequencing that's in here that has the lyric tracks attached to them. And what I want to do is I want to zoom in here and I want to find in your list, in my list, I'm going to go find where my moving head character or my moving head, excuse me, my singing characters are going to be, my faces characters. I have a group with them in it. And I can come down here, or come up here, grab the faces effect and place the faces effect right across the screen here. Now, I'm going to show you a little secret. If you have no timing track selected and you click and drag and lasso just one corner and then hold on the keyboard, your shift key and your control key, and push the arrow to the right, bam, it goes all the way to the end of the sequence. If you do the same thing to the left, hold shift and control and the arrow to the left key, aligns the left side of the effect all the way to the beginning. And that's if there is no timing track selected whatsoever. So now you can see we have a singing character here. We have it showing the phoneme AI, and we have a timing track here. And the first thing that you're going to do is select which character is going to sing which part. We'll have this character do the vocals, and we will have this character here show his outline. Now you can see the whole tree. He's got his eyes blinking, because he's in the rest mode, and then he's ready to begin singing. Now we have one other one that we can do. We can copy this one and we can right click and paste, and we can place the other one there. So now you see them both side by side there. And so now what we want to do is we want to give them the other timing track. So on the ones that we do, I'm kind of keeping it as simple as possible. If you want to break down the lyric tracks a little bit more, and what I mean by that is spread it out so that if you have 4 singing bulbs, you can pretty much take your other 2 singing bulbs, if you have 4 singing bulbs, we'll say, or you have 4 singing trees, and you can point them at the chorus, and this would be the main vocals, we'll say. Now it depends. Like usually I use lyric 1 and lyric 2. In this one I use vocal and chorus. And if we render the sequence, and for all of the folks who are on, let's see, Facebook Facebook and the Zoom room, I'm going to do a quick new share. Let me start over, new share. Share with sound, and here we go. All right, so what you'll see here is the lyric tracks have been rendered, and we'll go ahead and play it. Oop, I didn't mean to hit that.
You're on the wrong screen, Clyde.
No, I am. Stop share. I don't know why it doesn't keep the same screen it had before. There we go. Could you hear the audio on that? That's what I wanted.
I could hear you the whole time.
Okay, here we go. So basically, this is as easy as it is. Once you've imported your sequence, the lyric tracks come in. If the lyric tracks are included, And so basically there you have the simplest way to, if the sequence comes with a lyric track, then by all means you can just place the faces effect on it. You can stretch it from start to finish in the sequence and apply it to the preferred vocal that you want it to sing along with. So that's number one. I think that's a question that we get a lot. I know I've answered a lot of questions about the lyric tracks, and that's kind of why tonight we're really going over that. So to kind of move along to some other things, we get a lot of questions in the PPU Facebook group. You know, does anybody have a lyric track? Now that's absolutely what we want you to do. Again, Holiday Sequences has been our affiliate since day one, so we always recommend going to Holiday Sequences to get your lyric tracks because they have been done. He's vetted them. They're super cheap. They're completed. They're ready for you to use. So that's something I want to throw out to you. If they're not available through Holiday Sequences, then by all means go into the PPU Facebook page and you can leave a comment or message and ask if anybody has them. There might be a couple loaded up into the file sharing section of the website, of the Facebook page, so you can look there to see if somebody's done them. If it's a club monthly sequence, I will say that a number of people have gone through in the past and shared them. So don't be surprised if they're already posted, or if you do a search in the group for the same song, somebody might have it already, and you can just comment on their post and they'll share it with you probably. Now, another thing that is kind of a little bit lesser known, might take me a couple to get this set up here. Yeah, that's what I thought. There is a function in xLights called download sequences and lyrics. This might take a couple times to get it to come up. Has something to do with my internet service provider, but one more time, usually like 4 or 5 times, and it works. There we go. So whenever you get to this screen, what xLights will do is it will have 2 lists here. The top list is like some of the songs that are from the Google Drive. I don't really get in here very much, but if you're looking for lyric tracks, a number of years ago, so many of us were part of the Singing Faces group in the xLights. In the xLights group, there was a Singing Faces year 1, 2, and 3, and we were pretty aggressive about getting a lot of people together and doing some really well done lyric tracks. Well, all of those they were private, and then finally they were released to the whole community. So they are here, and there might be a significant number of them that work for the different songs that we've done already. So you're welcome to obviously go in here and use these lyric tracks. Now, this happens to be Mariah Carey, Auld Lang Syne. I did this the first year that we did the project. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download this. And it's telling you right here, whenever you click the download, once you have it selected, files downloaded to this specific layout folder. I've got a lot of layout folders, so it actually downloaded to my show directory. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to close this out, and we'll go ahead and close this, and we'll go in and show you how you can take these take these lyric tracks that you've downloaded from either there, or if you've purchased them, this is how you can import them into your sequences. So let's do a new sequence, musical sequence, and let's do music. Mariah Carey, it's everybody's favorite person, right? Auld Lang Syne. This is probably, well, I'm pretty sure I did it in 40 frames per second because we had to. And now, once we're in the master view here, we'll just right click, and here, now the first thing you're going to think is, I want to import lyrics, and that's not it. Don't import lyrics. Import lyrics does something completely different. But we can do an import timing track. And if we go to, let me go back up here, moving head layout, because that's where we're at. And here it says Auld Lang Syne, downloaded tonight. We'll go ahead and open that. And oh, it looks like it failed to download. Let's try importing. Oh, did it again. Import timing track, just in case. Okay, we'll try downloading it again since xLights is being a little obstinate. Maybe we'll get it to come in here, import. Ah, here we go. Let's go over here to the master. Whoops. It should be on the master. It's not in the master. Why is it not showing up? So there might be some bug issues with the import of lyric tracks I wasn't aware of. Go back here. We'll try downloading it again. Well, we'll try erasing it and re-downloading it. How about that? Moving heads. There. Let's delete that. We'll try it again. Tools. Download sequences and lyrics. Christmas. All flag sign. Download. Looks like there's nothing in the file because it's saying 0 bytes. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be all blank sign. It can be one of these other ones. We'll improvise since xLights is bugging out on me with this. We'll go ahead and do an import timing track for one that I know is going to work. Here's Blackmore Night. That's another sequence. So this is what would happen is if you imported the lyric track, you would use not import lyrics, but you would use you'd use the import timing track function on import lyrics. And you can see here that this was done. I think this was done using maybe the Auto Lyric Align website that was available. There's another new lyric site that you can go to. I'll kind of touch on that real quick. But the lyrics here, if you download a sequence or download the lyrics from the website there, and you don't have any issues like I have tonight, this is kind of what it would do. It would put, maybe it had two lyrics, maybe it had three, but then again, all you have to do is scroll down, find your specific character, put your faces effect down, grab the right side, shift control arrow to the right, and I can just drag that over there, and we can select our timing track. That's lyric number 1. And I know it's not gonna go along with the music, but so there's that. And the other thing I want to show you is the lyric track website. So let's go over there real quick and bring that up. Give me just a second. So if you go to autolyrics.lightingfanatics.com, this is something that you can utilize if you want. You can log in with your Facebook account, your Google account, and you can go through the process of doing the lyrics and so forth on your own. That's not something I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to keep this kind of short and sweet so that when people ask questions, I've got a simple way to get the information out to you as far as doing just the basics to get a lyric track that is completed. We'll probably come back and do some sort of about lyric tracks. I don't want to kind of mix the video because it becomes too long. I really had a lot of challenges with just kind of shortening this tonight, but I didn't want to overfill tonight with a bunch of kind of crazy I didn't want to fill it too much with too much information and get people lost. So I just want to keep it basic. Do you have any questions? Anything out there that you guys are curious about? And unfortunately, I don't have for you what I wanted to share with you. We'll probably pick that up maybe next week or the week after. Don't mind doing that. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in chat. If you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, for whatever reason the stream finished, go ahead and unmute your microphone. And Rob, you can go ahead and take us off live on Facebook.
Bye, Facebook. We love you.